Okay, YouTubers, I'm going to do this video on my views of science and religion, and I don't know if it's going to be a bore fest, but fellow YouTuber, subscriber, and I subscribe to Erebus Hyperion. Actually, and there he is, there's my boy. How you doing? We were talking back and forth quite a bit because he posted a very interesting video, in my opinion, and I'll show you what it was. It was a comparison, you might remember it, of a brain cell being the same as the universe, and we got into a whole discussion, PMing each other back and forth on our views of the universe and science. And I have my notes here with me because I'm always having this discussion with people. I'm adding links to it, and I'm such a geek. But anyway, there's a quote from Dan Brown's, one of his books. I don't remember if it's Angels and Demons or the Da Vinci Code, but oh yeah, it's Angels and Demons, where he says, science and religion are not enemies. One of the characters says this. There are some things that science is simply too young to understand. And I totally agree with that. That basically science is we're so enamored of how smart we are as scientists go, and I'm totally into the science of magic and paganism. That's the way I lean. And we're always looking at the reasons why, and that it can't have anything to do with anything metaphysical. But science is very young, and religion is very old. And maybe not an organized religion, but spirituality is very old. And science needs to catch up in some ways. And in some ways it is starting to catch up. For instance, this link I have here on an article from a publication which I don't subscribe to, but maybe I should. It's called Science and Spirit, Exploring Things That Matter. Nice little twist on words there. Dark Matter, The Answer to the Missing Universe. That's what it says there. And basically, for those of you that don't know what dark matter is, 95% of the universe cannot be accounted for. It's not matter. It's not made of atoms. It's not light particles, photons. It's not energy waves, electromagnetic waves. They can't account for what it is. This ties into string theory. And so this article reads about, and I'll put a link to this in the sidebar, this article talks about what dark matter could be, and that it could possibly be spirit. Makes complete and total sense to me. I really like that view on it. This was the link that Erebus Hyperion had put up, comparing a brain cell to the universe. Look at the similarities here. Look at the nucleus of the universe and the nucleus of the brain cell. This is the entire universe, the layout. We thought that galaxies and galaxy clusters were laid out randomly. Well, apparently not. There seems to be a pattern here. And that got me to thinking, is our universe just a brain cell in someone else's mind? And if so, then the whole idea or concept of the multiverse, meaning that there are several universes, that there's not just one, but that there are many, many multiples. Let me stop this video here and start up again. Okay, I'm reading this from an email that I sent to somebody, that it's scientifically proven that quartz crystals have a continuous pulsation. And let me just explain. It's a vibrational frequency that never varies. That's why you can use it for computers and quartz watches and things like that. And that pulsation radiates encoded information into its environment. As soon as encoded information changes, the frequency of the pulsation changes, and that's been scientifically proven. Then I have here in my notes, as the total universe is based on a crystalline structure, and this is an actual picture here. Again, I'm going to put all these links in the sidebar. It is evident that all forms and beings participate in this structure, no matter whether they are subtle or very obvious, no matter what their function or location in the universe is. This participation also is a form of interconnectedness, and in this context it is so important to understand that the crystalline structure of the human being is not only connected with the crystalline grid of the Earth, but also all of its galaxies and the universe, it seems, as well. This enables human beings and other beings to connect not only with the realms of higher cosmic lights, but also with the spirit. And no wonder I love crystals so much. I've always had such a connection with them and their frequencies and vibrations. So that just got me thinking, and it's just my own theory. Nobody proposed it, but I'm just wondering, you know, this whole concept here of a pattern got me thinking that maybe there were, you know, in the multiverse theory is a theory that does exist. Maybe this is just one in many, and that it was part of someone else's brain. I mean, how wild would that be? And then we can just get infinitely larger and larger, and then we can go the other way, infinitely smaller and smaller. And the whole multiverse theory, and this is just an artist rendition of different spheres holding different universes. And, you know, let's say this is our universe here. Each of the separate universes, or universi, I guess, in the multiverse, have their own laws of physics. They might not have developed the same way our universe did. Therefore, different laws of physics would exist there, would operate there. So your whole Newton's laws, well, those break down when you get out into the universe anyway. But Einstein's theory of special relativity and different things of that sort, gravity starts to change, and so that's just a whole nother concept there. And then something else I wanted to look at, the structure of our universe is not random either. Okay, here's our solar system, okay? Actually, I'm sorry, here's our galaxy. Here's the Milky Way galaxy in the center. Our solar system is in one of the outer arms, and other neighboring galaxies, smaller ones, that belong to our cluster. And then as we zoom out, we have the Milky Way galaxy in the center, and we see our group of galaxies. It's actually called the local group. And we zoom out on the local group. Okay, we have to zoom out even further, and just imagine how big we're getting here, the size that we're talking about here. Okay, if we zoom out, and this is called the Virgo supercluster here. This is our cluster of galaxies, okay? As we zoom out, we see an actual shape forming here, tetrahedrons. So the galaxies are not random, they're actually set up in tetrahedrons. And tetrahedrons are one of the designs that nature just has, in the structure that nature has. It's a pattern that happens anytime you have spheres packed together. Okay, you could see a sphere could fit here, a sphere could fit here, and it's one of the strongest designs nature has come up with. In fact, it's the strongest design that nature has come up with, and exists even in the universe. Here it is, zooming out in the universe even more. Tetrahedrons just packed together. So cool. And here it is. You can't really see it unless you know, with the naked eye, that we actually have a tetrahedron here and a tetrahedron here. Maybe you can see it. But I just think that is the ultimate in cool. And just, I could think about this stuff all day long. All day long. Amazing. I've been thinking about this stuff since I was 5, believe it or not. Trying to figure out if I went to the edge of the universe, would I just fall off into nothingness? What would happen? I don't know. I can go on and on thinking about it. Okay. Blessings to everybody. Bye.